5 years ago, I bought this used Rover Sport. It was 6 years old when I bought it, and I really loved the car for the smooth ride and the versatility.
All what I am saying in this video are my own personal opinion. Others may have other experiences, but for most Range Rover owners, I seriously think this is the case.
Another thing I love about this car is that it is a very classic car. It is now 11 years old and it doesn't look too bad. Rides so smooth that if you aren't aware, you are going way over the speed limit. In this video, I'm gonna tell you how it is to be a Range Rover owner.
We had some special tax rules in Denmark and I bought the car as a two-seater with cargo space. The interior build is nice and comfortable, seats are electric and can be adjusted in multiple ways. They need to have regular treatment with leather care and leather color. The armrest on the doors gets worn. The car stereo is Harman Kardon with 7 speakers and a subwoofer. It sounds fantastic. The nav screen is usable, but it is of course pretty outdated after 11 years.
I bought this car for about 25% of what the car has costed as a new car. At the same time, I really hate this car. It accepts nothing but perfection.
It is a perfect car, not in the meaning of a perfect build. I really think it's a nice car, but it must be perfectly maintained. When something breaks or is not working properly, collateral damage often make other parts break, and it is a very expensive car to repair. When you have one system fault, you mostly will get a cluster of faults. When you have an engine fault, you have so restricted performance that it takes forever to get home or to the repair shop. And everyone on the road is wondering why you are driving so slow in such a big car. In some cases you just have a fault and can solve it by shutting the car down, like if you have a frozen computer. Restart and we are going like nothing ever happened.
It is such a nice car, but with such a poor durability.
I can give you an example. I didn't know I had a cracked inlet manifold, so I had some random engine faults. Often it was when I was overtaking, and you can imagine that I was looking like an idiot when in the middle of an overtake I had to pull back behind because of the power loss of the restricted performance. but several times I had gearbox faults thrown in top of the engine faults, even when nothing was wrong with the gearbox.
One of the really annoying things about this car is that it is capable of towing 3.5 ton, and the tow hitch is such a bad construction.
The tow hitch attaches directly up in the car's rear frame, and when it gets worn, it's rocking. Now I have ordered the second new tow hitch, and they are not cheap.
The gearbox is also an issue when you are towing heavy trailers. I have a love-hate relationship with this car. Every little issue, and it goes to engine fault.
You might have the money to buy a used Range Rover, but in my experience, you should not considering buying before you are able to spend about the same amount on repairs.